Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to do a quick book overview on the Okami Official Complete Works, which is a pretty impressive art book for one of my all-time favorite games, Okami, which is a late release for the PlayStation 2 that later got ported to the Nintendo Wii, but for some reason it went under the radar for a lot of people, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. And for any fans of the series, this book is a must-have because, as some of you may already know, Okami is heavily inspired by Japanese watercolor painting. So the game is highly beautiful to look at, and it has a wonderful art direction. So the game is also, the book that I'm holding here is also very Japanese centric, if you will, to the point that you open the book, backwards, like they do in Japan. You start from the back, if you will, and basically this is a collection of concept art, sketches, and production notes from this wonderful game Okami. And as you can see here, we have Amaterasu, the goddess of light, and usually when I do my book overviews, I do them because either I get a new book or some book is on sale, but this is not the case. This book has been out for a while and it's not that cheap. Like, it's been hovering around $30. So I figured, since it's not coming down in price, I might as well get it now. Because I think that it can only go up in price from this point on. So if you're a fan of Okami, I highly recommend you get this book. As you can see here, we have the different weapons that you are able to wield during the game. My personal favorite is right here, the rosary beads, which is a holy religious weapon. That's the weapon that I use for most of the game. And then here we have Isun and Amaterasu. Isun is your companion for the game, similar to, what Navi is to Link in Ocarina of Time. And speaking of Zelda, this game is, I guess you can say, inspired by Zelda in the sense of the adventure and exploration. Here we have the map of Nippon, or Japan, which you can explore during the game. And I'm just gonna start flipping through the pages somewhat quick. Here you can see the different NPCs that you meet throughout the game, like Susano, and other characters that you meet along your journey and in the different villages in the game. Here you have the different gods that give you powers in the game. In this game you use the celestial brush to call out your special moves. It's a pretty clever game. It's a kind of a long game. It took me, I think, 40 plus hours the first time that I played this game, but it's definitely a very underrated PlayStation 2 gem. And I still have to get the HD re-release for the PlayStation 3, which I've heard, the graphics have improved quite a bit, and they're pretty beautiful. So as you can see here, we have the concept art for different characters. I'm just gonna start flipping through some of the game. The book has also a demon encyclopedia, which here we go. We have the illustrated encyclopedia of legendary demons. So here you can see in detail all the enemies in the game. Very beautiful art. You can see that the enemies in this game are very dark themed, and they have this Japanese dark touch, demonic touch, if you will. It's pretty hard to explain, but this is one of the reasons why I connected to the game. It really feels like something out of a Japanese mythology, if you will. So as you can see here, we have all the different demons and bosses that you fight in the game, and I'm gonna flip through the next area because there are some spoilers if you haven't played the game as far as the bosses. So I've just flipped through here. We have some production notes, different concept art from when the game was being produced or being initially developed. You can see Susano went through some changes. Here we can see a more, I guess, big and different approach to his character. So if you're a fan of Okami, this is definitely a must-have. Unfortunately, this book doesn't have any art or any mention of Okami-den, which is the sequel to Okami that was released for the Nintendo DS. And it's another great game that unfortunately went under the radar. So I think because of lackluster sales, I don't think it's likely that we're ever gonna see another Okami game, which is a true shame because I absolutely love this series. And I'm just flipping through the pages here really quick. So you can see they're all production notes, very early sketches of the characters in the game. Really beautiful art style, and even if you're not a fan of the game, I would recommend if you guys just enjoy art. It's a very pleasant book to look at, and especially if you're into Japanese art, I think it's just a beautiful book with a lot of drawings, and also they have their own little explanations, and very nice presentation if you ask me. And here you can see some of the beautiful scenery and environments that you visit throughout the game. So this is a really colorful and useful resource if you're a fan of the games. So again, I'm just gonna flip through the last few pages fairly quick. The book has over 200 pages, so it's pretty meaty. It has a lot of content, and again, it only focuses on Okami, the first game. But I think it's worth it, even if you're not a fan of the game. I think just some of the art here, it's beautiful, and I think at the end it has some notes from the creators of the game. One of them is Hideki Kamiya, who now it's the head of Platinum Games. As you can see here, we have the different postcards from Clover Studio, which now it's defunct, now it's closed, and I think Hideki Kamiya, went on to found Platinum Games after Clover Studios was closed. So beautiful book, highly recommended, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And again, if you're an Okami fan, this is a must-have in your collection. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all later.